Imagine getting the kind of gift no man could ever reject. Awe walks out of the shower to find his girlfriend literally gift-wrapped as a present. Happy birthday! He's over the moon, but that happiness only lasts about 3 minutes. Fast forward a month and she reveals she's pregnant. When Awe sees the ultrasound, his hands shake so hard he drops the photo under the bed. As he reaches down to grab it, he discovers something terrifying, a hidden amulet with Gautama Buddha written on it. He starts searching the room and finds another one inside a pillowcase, then more under the sofa cushions, under the mattress, behind the coffee table, everywhere. He ends up pulling out over 1,000 amulets. Is his girlfriend some kind of witch? Is she trying to curse him? To understand how things got this dark, we have to go back to the beginning. It all started when Awe met a girl named Jiaqi through a book-sharing group. She was stunning, with a sweet, innocent look that made it impossible for a guy like him not to fall for her. Awe started stalking her socials to figure out what she liked, eventually buying a stack of books just to get her attention. It worked. They started swapping books, then texting, and eventually they fell in love. But once they officially started dating, Awe realized Jiaqi had some very strange habits. For starters, she was a strict vegetarian. He didn't mind that. It was healthy and saved money. She also had a heart condition, meaning she couldn't handle much stress and was constantly in and out of the hospital. Then things got weirder. Jiaqi had an obsession with popping bubble wrap, believing that if she popped 10,000 bubbles, her wishes would come true. She also had liver issues and hated going to the movies. Instead of a standard date, she'd make Awe stand on the street with her to lecture strangers about not throwing cigarette butts on the ground. He put up with it, but the biggest hurdle was her religious devotion. She insisted on absolutely no intimacy before marriage. Eventually, Jiaqi invited him to move in with her. Awe was thrilled, but the very first night, he did something completely normal in the bathroom that made her face go pale. He had no idea what he did wrong until he realized Jiaqi had severe OCD. To her, entering the bedroom without showering and changing your outside clothes was a cardinal sin. That's when she sat him down and presented the Jiaqi rules. If you wanted to live there, he had to follow them to the letter. Rule number 1. After brushing your teeth or washing your face, the sink and floor must be wiped bone dry, not a single drop of water left behind. Rule 2. No matter what's for breakfast, you finish every bite until the plate is spotless. Rule 3. Wash the dishes immediately, and they have to make a squeaky clean sound while you're doing it. And that was just the beginning. While at work, he had to send his live location via WeChat every 2 hours. If she messaged him, he had to reply instantly. If he didn't, she would spam call him until he picked up. Rule number 7 is where most guys would have walked out. The moment he got home, his phone and wallet had to be sealed shut with adhesive tape. Then he had to strip completely naked and go straight to the shower. While he was washing up, Jiaqi would go through his phone, checking every single chat and his bank statements. Since Awe wasn't doing anything wrong, he just accepted it. He figured helping out with chores wasn't a big deal, and since Jiaqi was so beautiful, he felt like he'd eat poison if she was the one cooking it. But rule number 9 was the deal breaker: no touching while sleeping. When Awe told his friend Dafe about this, Dafe was floored. He told him, "Dude, you're not in a relationship, you're training to be a monk." Right as they were talking, Jiaqi video called him just to check in. Dafe warned him, "Look, she's pretty, but once the honeymoon phase wears off, you're going to realize what you're missing." The next day at work, a major client named Aishuan showed up. It turned out Aishuan was Awe's high school classmate. Dafe immediately started teasing him about it. When Awe got home, he mentioned seeing an old classmate. Jiaqi's jealous streak kicked in instantly. She asked if it was a girl, and Awe, knowing her jealous streak, started sweating. She asked if the girl was pretty, and he nervously rated her a 5 out of 5. When she asked if he got her number, he claimed they only exchanged business cards. Awe thought he was being smart by deleting his chats, but he made one massive mistake. He forgot a receipt in his pocket. The receipt showed he had gone out for barbecue with Dafe. Jiaqi had a total meltdown, crying and saying, "You clearly hate my cooking. That's why you're eating out. I might as well just die." Awe spent hours calming her down. The next day, Aishuan sent him a flirty message asking if he still had feelings for her. Getting a text like that from an old crush sent his head spinning. She told him she was feeling down and wanted someone to talk to that night. It was a blatant invitation. Ah Wei had two choices: lie to Jiaqi or block Ai Xuan. He chose the lie. In relationships, people often make mistakes they know are wrong. He told Jiaqi he was staying over at Da Fei's place and left his phone with Da Fei so the GPS location would look right. As Ah Wei sat by the river with Ai Xuan, he knew he was crossing a line. Ai Xuan opened up about her own life, saying she'd been in an 8-year relationship that had lost its spark. She was terrified of getting married and living a boring, repetitive life of just working, eating, and sleeping. She felt like they were just roommates giving each other space because they didn't care anymore. Her words hit home for Ah Wei. He started wondering if she wanted to start something new with him. When they finally said goodbye, Jiaqi called the phone he'd left with Da Fei. Da Fei covered for him, saying he was in the bathroom. Ah Wei snuck back into his apartment like a thief, hoping Jiaqi was asleep. But she wasn't. She was watching him through the crack of the door. "Where were you?" she asked. "Da Fei's house," he lied. She looked him in the eye and said, "Don't lie to me. Once trust is broken, there's no going back." Ah Wei and Ai Xuan started dating for real. They hit up the night markets and ate whatever they wanted. Being with Ai Xuan felt easy, no rules, no pressure. And given how attractive she was, Ah Wei was completely hooked. Before they parted one night, Ai Xuan gave him a secret phone so they wouldn't have to hide anymore. They shared a deep kiss, both of them cheating, one on her fiancé, the other on his girlfriend. Ah Wei hid the phone under his bike seat and started completely ignoring Jiaqi. Jiaqi could feel him slipping away. She suggested meeting his parents that weekend, but Ah Wei kept making excuses, claiming he was busy with work. She knew he was lying. One morning, Ah Wei woke up to find Jiaqi gone. She left a note saying she was going to stay with her mother for a few days. Usually, a guy would be happy to have the house to himself, but Ah Wei felt a strange sense of guilt. He started doing chores obsessively, cleaning the floors and washing clothes, as if Jiaqi was still standing over his shoulder. When he told Ai Xuan how he was feeling, she told him he should just break up with her. Ah Wei knew she was right, but he didn't have the courage to do it face to face. So he came up with a cowardly plan. He unlocked the secret phone Ai Xuan gave him and left it right on the table for Jiaqi to find. He figured she'd see the dirty messages, understand what was happening, and leave on her own. He thought he was being brilliant. Jiaqi came home from work. The AC was off, but the atmosphere was ice cold. Jiaqi was in tears. She told him she hadn't actually gone to her mother's house. She had been in the hospital because her heart condition had flared up. Then she did something that left Ah Wei speechless. Jiaqi, the woman who refused to even touch meat, had cooked a table full of meat dishes just for him. She had broken her own most sacred rule just to make him happy. Standing there, looking at the food and his crying girlfriend, Ah Wei realized he had no idea what to do next. That night, Ah Wei and Jiaqi get ready for bed. Jiaqi tries to reach out and hold him, but Ah Wei is a mess of emotions inside. He pulls his hand away and turns his back on her. Moments later, he finds himself transported into a surreal, dreamlike world. Sitting there is a man wearing a rabbit mask. When the man takes it off, it's that same bald guy who had appeared in his dreams before. The man makes him a direct offer. "You're clearly miserable in this relationship. Don't you ever wish you could just swap your girlfriend for a better one?" Ah Wei doesn't say a word, but in his mind, he's already agreed. When he opens his eyes again, he's lying next to a different woman. She has a rabbit tattoo on her arm. This isn't Jiaqi, and it's not Ai Xuan either. This is his literal dream girl, the internet celebrity, Hayes. Ah Wei slaps himself to see if he's dreaming, but it's real. Hayes is in the kitchen making breakfast, and it tastes 100 times better than Jiaqi's terrible cooking. Awe thinks the bald guy actually granted his deepest wish. Heizi is absolutely perfect. She drives him to work and kisses him goodbye. She sends him bento boxes for lunch with sweet messages reminding him to stay hydrated. Awe feels like he's in heaven. She doesn't check his phone, she doesn't track his location, and she even gives him gifts, like a bracelet for good luck. For Heizi's birthday, Awe tries to go all out and books a table at a high-end Michelin star restaurant. But when Heizi sees the prices on the menu, she thinks about his wallet and says, "Let's just eat at a street stall. It'll be more romantic." It's the kind of girlfriend most guys can only dream of. That night, she gives him a special surprise by offering herself as the ultimate gift. And that's when the bombshell drops. The scene from the start of our story. Heizi is pregnant. Awe is nowhere near ready to be a father. He starts questioning if he made a mistake or if Heizi trapped him on purpose. That's when he begins finding those terrifying amulets hidden in every corner of the house. He realizes something dark is going on. He notices that every Wednesday, Heizi completely disappears. He decides to play detective and follows her to a temple where he sees her meeting with a priestess. The priestess hands her a stack of amulets and some blessed water. Awe starts suspecting that Heizi is using black magic on him. He follows her to a secret apartment, and the following week, he gets a locksmith to make a duplicate key for the place. While Heizi is out one day, Awe sneaks into the secret flat and installs a pinhole camera. That night, he watches the footage and his blood runs cold. His dream girl is actually a witch. He watches her perform disturbing rituals, burning amulets, walking barefoot over fire, and using a syringe to fill bottles with filthy ritualistic water. Awe starts shaking as he realizes the lunch and water she's been giving him every day were spiked with this stuff. He sprints to the bathroom and vomits everything up. The next day, Heizi shows up at his office with lunch again and says, "Look at today's surprise." Awe nervously opens the lid and sees a tomato placed on the rice to look exactly like a human fetus. It's clear now, this girl is obsessed with having this baby and keeping him trapped forever. Suddenly, Jiaqi seems 1,000 times better. She had OCD, sure, but this girl is a literal psycho. One day, Heizi takes him to a car showroom and buys him a luxury car in cash. While they're there, Awe spots the bald guy again, and standing right next to him is Jiaqi. She's with another guy and they look genuinely happy. Their eyes meet, and for a second, it feels like she recognizes him. Then everything goes dark again. The bald guy appears and reveals the devastating truth. Back in that magical dream world, Jiaqi was given a choice. She said, "I just want Awe to be happy. If he's happier with someone else, let it be. But in exchange, you have to wipe every single memory of him from my mind." Jiaqi sacrificed her love and her memories just so he could have the perfect life he wanted. Awe's heart shatters. He screams, "I want my old life back. I want Jiaqi." The bald guy just smirks and says, "Too late, buddy." A gunshot rings out and Awe jolts awake. He desperately hopes to see Jiaqi next to him, but instead he finds Heizi holding his hand tightly against her stomach. He can feel the baby kicking inside her, a grim reminder that there is no escape from this hell. His dream of perfect girlfriend is over, and now he's trapped in a living nightmare. The movie ends there. It's called Love's Nightmares, also known as Lovesick 2, a 2024 Taiwanese psychological thriller. It's been getting great reviews, especially for that haunting twist ending. The story leaves us with a powerful lesson. We often think the grass is greener on the other side and go chasing perfection, but perfection doesn't exist. Awe couldn't handle Jiaqi's minor flaws, so he ended up with a monster who seemed perfect on the surface. Getting exactly what you want doesn't always lead to happiness. Learn to value what you have, or you might end up regretting it just like Awe. If you enjoyed this recap, give it a like and let me know in the comments. Would you prefer a caring partner like Jiaqi or an obsessive one like Heizi? See you in the next one.